Here's how to improve your horse's year-round turnout by giving them access to shelter. If you've got muddy pastures and no shelter, today I'm going to show you how to solve both those problems in just a few easy steps. Palouse Ranches and Lighthoof are teaming up to show you how you can have a durable, ready-built pasture shelter on mud-free footing in one weekend. First, I went to the Palouse Ranches website and looked at their products available. They have lots of great options, and I ended up going with the Pasture King shelter because it has open sides and front, and it's going in a herd of spicy mares, so I wanted to give them lots of options for escape. Next, go to lighthoof.com. This is where you're going to get your flexible mud control panels, because the number one mistake you can make in your pasture shelter is not starting with good mud control. So if you look at Lighthoof, there are options to buy by the panel, but I'm going to go with the 4-panel bundle, which comes with the geotextile fabric underneath and is discounted. So add to cart, and it'll ship to me via UPS, and everything will be ready to go for my project. I'm starting by creating a border with pressure treated lumber. This will be the edge of my Lighthoof installation. I'm drilling holes in the wood, and these will be to pound in stakes that will hold these boards in place. I used 18-inch long stakes to hold it securely and countersunk them slightly so they don't stick out. Now it's time to roll out the fabric. I'm cutting the ties that hold the panel together, and every Lighthoof panel comes with a bag of zip ties that you'll use to connect the panels together at the seams. I'm using stakes at the edge of my panels here to hold them in place while I stretch them open, but the stakes are going to come out when I fill them with gravel, so there's no need to worry about those in the horses area. You can see that the panels are very stretchy and cover a large area. Here I'm going to zip tie the second panel to the first panel, and then I can stretch them both together. Now I just need to repeat that with the third and fourth panel, and I'll have an area that's 12 feet wide by 24 feet long. It's so satisfying seeing them all laid out together. The last thing I do is zip tie the seams so there are no gaps. Now I'm dumping the gravel into the cells with my tractor. This project only used about 6 cubic yards of gravel. This is kind of boring to watch, so let's go check on the progress over at Palouse Ranches. Here they are building my shelter in their shop. You can see they use sturdy steel pipe, and they're securing it with carefully welded joints. I really love the way these shelters are built. The materials they use are beautiful and durable, and while this is technically a portable pasture shelter that requires no permit and can be moved on site, it looks like it's going to last forever. And the best part is I didn't have to lift a finger. There it is, what a beaut. Moving it out of the shop and onto the truck so it can head my way. Palouse Ranches is based in Prosser, Washington and delivers across much of the western U.S. Back at the farm, I'm putting the finishing touches on my Lighthoof pad. I also compacted it with a plate compactor. Whew, feels like a big accomplishment, but it only took me one afternoon. It's delivery day. I couldn't be more excited. They brought this amazing piece of equipment to move my shelter from the parking lot to the pasture. We had a pretty tricky location for this shelter, but they navigated it with ease. Just make sure to double check their minimum width requirement for your gates to make sure they can get it into place. He's removed the wheels and is lowering it into place on my Lighthoof pad. Since Lighthoof is designed to support incredible amounts of weight, I'm not at all worried about the machine dragging this across the Lighthoof that I just installed. Looks perfect, thanks! Now they just take their wheels and go. That was so easy. Thank you so much, Palouse Ranches. What do you think, girls? Pretty exciting. This was by far the easiest and best improvement I have ever done for my farm. If you live in the western half of the U.S., you too can take advantage of Palouse Ranches ready-built pasture shelters. No matter where you are in the country, you can order Lighthoof panels with free shipping for an easy, permanent DIY mud control solution. It only took me one afternoon to install the Lighthoof panels, and it is crucial for making this shelter a healthy and comfortable place for my horses to take refuge from the rain. If you're looking to do a project like this for yourself and have questions, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments, or you can reach out directly to the friendly customer service at Palouse Ranches and Lighthoof. Thanks for watching and happy trails!